I wouldn't want to see you scarred up from too much power delivery with not enough riding ability. You dig? What's going on, guys? Get the second angle right for you. Let's check out my shirt. The Dirty Left Shoe Crew in green. Make sure y'all go and check them out. You know. But what's going on? Got my fellow riders out here today. What's going on? Road King Cino here, bringing you a quick episode of the Dirty Left Shoe Chronicles. This is actually a response video to one of my subscribers, Mr. D. Supreme. Mr. D. Supreme had a question about what bike he should start on. Sorry, man, I kind of lost a little bit with this damn cornfield over here. Made me think about that scary movie, Children of the Corn. This all good though. But Mr. D. Supreme had a question about what bike he should start on. He's a pretty big guy. He said he's 6'3", 255 pounds, and his 600 is too small for him. I'm guessing he already has a 600 by the way the comment was worded. But it's a few ways you can look at it. The thing is, these days, technology is a lot different with these bikes than they were, you know, back in the day. Back in the day, you'd always hear people say, damn, it's a lot of bikes out. Not that, but back in the day, you'd always hear people say, you know, start out on a 600, start out on a 600. Now, you don't necessarily have to start out on a 600. And it might cost you more to ride a 1000 or more to ride a Hayabusa 14. With that size, I can honestly see why you would do that. But these bigger bikes have power modes now. A lot of times they might have ABC mode or medium, full, low power mode, however you want to call it. But it basically puts you in control of how much motor you're given at any given time, you know, as far as when you're riding. With those types of electronic features, it's made owning the 600 pretty much obsolete, because you got the ability to, fellow bikers, you got the ability to control how much power you distribute into the motor via ECU, via tune, however way you want to look at it. But it's pretty much made owning the 600 obsolete, so you can take your time to learn it. And you might be on a 1000 or Hayabusa or 14, and you know you're basically in 600 mode anyways. So with that being said, it would make more sense just to go ahead and get the bigger bike that fits you. The actual only way that you'll hear me say to go ahead and stick to the smaller bike would be if the bike that you had is an older bike and it doesn't offer power modes on it. In that case, I would say go ahead and stick with the smaller bike. 9 times out of 10, the smaller bike was a lot cheaper anyways because it's older. And then once you learn that bike, go ahead and sell it, get rid of it, and get you the bigger bike. You might get a bigger bike, and it might be a newer bike that actually has the power options on it, those features on it, if it's new enough. But that would really be the only way that I would suggest going ahead and sticking to a smaller bike. And that's if the bigger bikes without the power selection or without the power options aren't available to you. Other than that, you know, it's just a matter of really learning the bike, taking your time with it, and riding within your means. That'll be the main thing, because whether you on a smaller bike or a bigger bike, any of them will be able to tear your ass up. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't want to see you scarred up from too much power delivery with not enough riding ability. You dig? I mean, that's not always a good thing, man. So just take your time and let your skill level develop, and then go from there. As your ability goes up, you move up with your bike choices or decisions as far as what you're willing to ride. Quick little story about my riding is me. I learned on an old school bike. It's a KZ1000, 90 something, I think. I can't even remember the actual year. I have to look it up or look back at pictures of it. But it was an old KZ1000, Kawasaki, heavy as hell. You know, it's probably the weight of a Hayabusa, maybe a Hayabusa and a half. I'm not sure. That motherfucker fell on me one time, man. It almost broke my damn leg. After I learned on that bike, and I got pretty good on that bike, after I learned on that bike, which was considered a 1000, I went down to a 600. I went down to a Yamaha YZF 600. It was a while back. I just said that way. It was a while back when I started riding. But the newer bikes weren't out yet, as far as the power modes, where, you know, you were able to get a bigger bike and have that option, you know, that piece of technology where you can control how much power was delivered. Had it been now, had I had to do it again and came up in a different time, then I could definitely see myself getting a bigger bike where I can control the modes. So Mr. D. I hope that helps you. Make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe, and share this video, and get at Road King Sino Instagram a follow. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.